Yo,
You're
bigger business. Back with some more business. Two house with the most. Big hop, big six, bigger business. Man, how you feeling tonight, brother?
I'm good, man. Good. Got a lot of news to cover.
Definitely.
A lot of good subjects, man.
Definitely.
Weather out here been kind of weird. Raining and hot and cold. But today was a nice day, though. Today was actually a nice day.
It's for sure didn't rain today.
It was been cool, man. Been cool. What about you, brother?
Yeah, it's bipolar. What Bay Area weather is crazy. You get a week of sunshine, and you get just one random day of rain, and then we back sun shining. But yeah, it was a busy ass day for me, man. I've been spinning in circles all day. Feel like my head spinning in circles still. But this news right here gonna have y'all head spinning. So I'm ready to deliver it to them, man. I just lost $100 on a bet to V Scrub. You know what I'm saying? The Cavaliers. I'd never bet on them before. I shouldn't bet on them now. I thought they was gonna take them boys down, but what the Halliburton, man? That's all I can say, man. What the Halliburton?
Halliburton.
What the Hollywood fries, man? I don't know, man. The nigga whooped the Cavaliers behind, man. Ah, darn. And then I think OKC and them still playing. I think OKC got to leave. If I'm mistaken right now.
Yeah, I think OKC. Somebody just sent me a little text. OKC ain't playing, Genie. Yep. OKC, baby. OKC. The Warriors done. The Warriors are done, man. It's over.
I don't even think Curry gonna get a chance to get back. I think it's
by the time you get back, we'll be in Cancun.
Mm-hmm. Wolves in 5, man. That's messed up though, because we look like we had something special this year. I can honestly say if Curry didn't get hurt, we could have probably walked through the Wolves.
It'll be 3-1 Warriors.
You know what I'm saying? And we could have had a great shot at Denver or Kansas City. I mean Kansas City. Denver or OKC.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately it didn't work out like that. So
yeah, man. It's I don't know what next year gonna look like either.
It's gonna be some big shakeups during the summertime. The Greek Freak want to leave. That they definitely keep bringing him and the Warriors up. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that'll be interesting to see.
How you feel about Dallas getting the first overall pick with a 1% chance?
We know what that was. They got worked out of their own socks by people in their own organization. So that was probably part of the deal. Hey man, you give up Luka, you're gonna get the number round pick. That's the only way that could have worked. Ain't no way they won the lottery with a 1.8% pick. Dallas was right there to get in the playoffs, right behind everybody. I think they was in the play-in. So for them to get it over the teams that didn't even sniff the playoffs, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I thought that's just how it worked in sports. Like the worst team get the first pick, but
yeah, that lottery stuff been going on in the NBA for a while, but it never worked like that. You know what I'm saying? It never worked. But
it's just real. I saw on Instagram. It was just showing from like 2013 how LeBron left Cleveland.
And then Cleveland got it, right?
And then Cleveland got it. Yeah. You got Kyrie.
Kyrie.
AD left the Pelicans, and the Pelicans got it. And then, it just...
Yeah.
That's
how it works. When you're doing the Star League, they like, oh, well, we got to keep that team going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though they still got... they got an old Kyrie and a washed-up Davis. So, yeah, they need a new pick. They need some new blood. And it's some young white boy out of Duke balling right now. They basically saying she's shooing for the number 1 pick.
Copper Flag.
Yeah, that boy be balling. I don't watch college that much, but
yeah, he be balling. Yeah, younger, more athletic. Luka in shape.
I seen that tape. I'm like, oh, I need to turn on some college.
He looked like he's about 6'10" or something. Or he like 6'8" or something.
I don't know the young boy.
Yeah,
They definitely flying like a Hawaiian, leaving stains everywhere.
No, I think he's gonna be a boy for sure.
Not guaranteed.
Every now and then,
They talking about them trading that pick to get Giannis stuff.
Yeah, Giannis or Maxey or Devin Booker.
Booker, he raw, but I don't know when somebody be on a team, a decent team, and you don't do it over there. It's like I don't want to bring you over here,
especially when you got KD.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to sniff the playoffs or the play-in.
Yeah, I don't want that. There's something about you, brother, that it ain't working. It ain't working.
Yeah. We definitely gonna need some better role players. I don't know if we got to go out and get a star, but we definitely need some better role players
and a big man. I think.
Yep.
Deeper bench and a real big man. Somebody who really can beast up in that paint. What do you feel about New York?
Do I think the curse is broke with New York?
Yeah.
So far it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Bronson don't got to put up 39 every game. You know, I think that's why the Cavaliers fell off, because you just got that one player that you just relying on, and you know he got to
It don't
score.
work in today's NBA.
He got to score 48 points in 48 minutes. It's just too much, man. It's a team sport. It's a team sport, man. And then when that one player absent, don't nobody else show up. I got to start the game. I got to keep us close at halftime. I got to turn up in the third quarter, and I got to close out in fourth. It's just too much. We've seen it with
Donovan Mitchell, right?
Donovan Mitchell, man. We've seen it with him, just burnt out. Because it looked like they had Indy's number a couple of times in that series.
Game 1, game 2, you thought it was cookies.
Yeah.
But as well, speaking of New York, man, we got some interesting news coming out of New York. The boy Diddy is now in trial. In trial after the November 2023 lawsuit with Cassie, when he paid the money the next day. Shortly thereafter, the feds picked up the case. Now, in record time for a federal case this big, we're already in trial. We're already there.
You've been down for a minute, huh?
Yeah, I've been down for a minute. But, you know, sometimes we be dragging out 2, 3, 4 years. But he want to get in and get out. But what we do got is some good dialogue coming out of that case from the young lady Cassie and the demon Diddy.
Shout out to Inner City Press, too.
Shout out Inner City Press. Shout out Say Cheese. Cassie testified the longest freak off she had with Diddy lasted 4 days. She stated Diddy urinated on her multiple times and that she was expected to have freak offs during her period. Let's get some dialogue coming out the courtroom. All right. So AUSA, how frequent did the freak offs become? Weekly for a consistent amount of years. When was your last one? 2017, 18. How long were you awake during these freak offs? I never slept. I took drugs, ecstasy, Molly, cocaine. AUSA, did you want to be urinated on? Objection! Judge, grounds. Asked and answered. Judge, overruled. No, I didn't want it. How did it feel? It was disgusting. It was too much. I choked. No one could think I wanted it. Why were you choking? Too much urine in my mouth. Who else urinated on you? Sean. Did you want Sean to urinate on you? I didn't want anyone to urinate on me. How often did it happen? Often enough. Any other use of candle wax? A few times they poured it on my body. Who set the temperature of the room? Sean. I was expected to do freak offs on my period. Did you want that? No. Sorry. All right. I'm sorry for the animations, man. But that was Cassie in her first day on the stand. And they were talking about what transpired. Or that might be day 2, excuse me. On the stand, they talking about what transpired during these freak offs. And that part was one of the more disturbing part. Cassie seems like was urinated on, also known as a golden shower, by the male prostitutes and by Sean himself. On a scale of 1 to 10, how sick is this?
You know, it all comes down to a preference thing. You know, whether you with it or you not. You know, I'll say I don't really want to put a number out there. Am I around here urinating on women? No, I'm not. But in today's age, you know, getting your groceries ate and urinating on something is I don't want to say it's common, but you know, times it's probably been going on for the land of time either. So, but I don't want to, you know. And then it's like, you know, they were an actual couple. They had a long tenure, never married, but by common law, they were together more than 10 years. You know, I think it's 7. I know for sure it's 7 in California. So they was, you know, pretty much married. So, you know, to the public, yeah, you know, everybody, you know, like to keep their skeletons in the closet and they nasty stuff, you know, to the bedroom. So now that's out in public. Public opinion, I'll say it's about an 8. You know, just from her dialogue, you know, that she didn't want to partake in that. You know, and getting urinated on by Shine and other male prostitutes. So I'll say about an 8. Pretty you know, straight to it. You know, case. You know, getting to it, the dialogue. You know, that wasn't the crazy part that got me. The crazy part that got me was, you know, the AUSA, whatever that is, asked her. So after the male prostitutes, after they finish on you, what do you do then? She goes in the next room with Sean, and she rubs the finished product on his nipples. You feel me? Now that's the part that just like, all right, that's what Diddy doing. It was so many parts. Just we've been talking about people to say no Diddy and all like that, but it's just we talk about Diddy, you know. So it's just like, you know, it's crazy, man. It's pretty nasty, man. Pretty nasty, man.
His family in there.
His family in there
in the courtroom listening to this.
Shit, they know he weird. Shit, they know he a wing nut. Yeah, you know. But shit, 4 days drugging and thugging up straight.
Yeah.
Anything is possible, baby.
Start getting like,
you feel me?
If you ever
and then we know this, like in the back of your head, man. I'm not saying people that I know, but I'm just saying in the back of your head, you got millions of dollars, you can hit hundreds of thousands of women.
Yeah.
You know, like after a minute, you know, you start looking around, it's like, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? It's like, what off the wall stuff I can do,
basically,
to, you know, just wake me up. I want to feel it. No Diddy, I just want to feel it, man. You feel me? Like, and I think that's where Diddy at with this, baby.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like, he was doing everything from, you know, just disgusting with it.
Even what you said, the finished product on the nip nips, I don't even think that's the sickest thing he's done.
Oh, of course not.
Honestly, I think that was kind of like
this very early.
It's barely like you kind of getting in there, but you're not even.
I don't even think that broke a Larry scan.
Yeah, I think it get way deeper than that.
Yeah,
it's definitely disturbing. Definitely, like what you own, bro. If you ever been on an all-night flight or been wild and keep getting wilder and wilder and wilder, yes. Or even if you at home with your significant other and you already done did everything under the sun, I mean, y'all might start experiencing and pushing the bar a little further and further if y'all got like a spicy home sex life or whatever. But as far as the golden shower thing, I never really found a point in it. I never participated in it on the giving or receiving end. But you know, in different fields of work, I've heard of it, but I don't get it necessarily. I don't get what the enjoyment is of it. But hey, whatever floats your boat, float your boat. I do want to take this into like the context of the court case. If she's saying she's being forced, that is a crime. But didn't one of the dudes prostitutes say she wanted it or something like that? One of the dudes was actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Sean, and he was around for a long time, a year, so that would make me question. And then the statement, nobody could think I wanted it. There's a difference between saying nobody can think I wanted it and then telling them I told them to stop and don't do that. I don't mean to play the semantics game, but there's a difference in that. So it's like where you out your mind to where you was like, okay, this is what we're doing for the moment, and then you came, when you come down, you start thinking about like what did it? Because sometimes I done some stuff and I'd be like. But
like what?
That's not important. That's not important at all. But you get a little but wild with a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we here to get people context, man.
You just get nasty with girls, man. I don't know whatever y'all do that y'all.
We talking about you, man. You brought it up.
Man, it's not even important what I do, man.
Was you ate some groceries before?
Whatever girls whatever I've done with, they know. You know what I'm saying? Not too many of them, but whoever it is, they know what we done in the safety of our own.
Cool, that's cool. You ate groceries for. That's not that wild.
Hey, brother, I said
that's not that wild. It's not off the wall. That's not off the Richter. You feel me? Yeah, of course. You don't just go around eating everybody groceries. You a nasty man, baby.
Groceries.
You a nasty little man if you did that.
Groceries are purchased at Safeway.
Oh yeah. Okay?
Oh, yeah. And Rayleigh's.
Yeah.
And whatever. I don't know where the other groceries are at. But
that'd be some real off the wall stuff. Catch my eat some groceries at Rayleigh's. That'd be some wild stuff. Just in the produce with their hand on hand on some OJ.
But yeah. Anyways, like I was saying,
I ain't gonna lie, that sound kind of fun. But
I think maybe smacking something in Safeway, like on the side, but having your head all in the ass and
I'm just saying,
that's kind of
sometimes you gotta spice it up, baby. Sometimes you gotta bam. You
definitely
gotta spice it up.
You're definitely off drugs. If you eat ass and Safeway, you're definitely on cocaine, Molly, and ecstasy. If that's what you're into,
you know, it's always a rush when it's a possibility of getting caught. At Safeway, you surely getting seen. You hear?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. But what I finna say, the court case. From what we hear so far, is Diddy a freaky old boy? Yes, sir. Is he a Diddy or diddler? Yes, but do I hear something like, okay, life? I don't hear life yet. I hear consenting adults having some type of weird orgy, to my understanding. Now, laws are laws, sex trafficking. If you fly them over here, over there, I get that. But I'm not picking up the life sentence for that. I think they said they offered him something like 180 months. That's not confirmed at all. But that's a long ass time.
Yeah, I saw some shit like that.
Yeah, you saw that.
I still ain't. It sounded so long. I didn't even try to do the math.
I mean, 10 times 12 is 120. So 180 would be 15 years.
Yeah,
some in that ballpark. So yeah, I wouldn't take that either. We going to trial, baby. You're not finna give P Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Brother Love, no 15 years off some sex escapade. Cause I know he ain't the only one on this type of time. I know this is some type of stuff y'all got going on. So. I don't know. It's definitely disturbing, but it's not. I don't think it constitutes a life sentence.
What's disturbing about it? That's what that man want to do in his own time.
I mean, I'm just being PC right now, politically correct. If he want to pee on that woman and she want to get peed on,
that's nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I just ain't got there yet in my escapades. Maybe I will one day. Who knows? You got a freaking life enough. If a girl was just like pee on me, would you go in there and put her up? And she's like, come piss on me. In the middle of everything, she stopped and just go sit in the tub, or even on the bed. She put a sheet out.
Oh, I mean, her bed, I guess.
Her bed, of course.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
it got to be her bed.
You know, a sleazy 8 or something like that.
I'm pissing all over the room.
Yeah,
but
I don't be wanting my own piss on my legs, so it's just like,
I don't know what pissing on her would do. Cause then,
I mean, he's probably do something for her.
Yeah, but then what do we do after that? You gotta, of course, you would get in the shower, right? And then it's like, okay, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, teach his own, man.
My brain's like
it's like if you trying to get back in it, then it's like you all sticky and pissed out. I don't want to lay in my own piss.
I'm like, you know what? Just hey. I grew up in the 5. You feel me? Down and dirty. I grew up early. You know, drew down. Man. Hey, I'm just gonna put it like this, man. It's gonna be that's just the surface of it. Diddy a wild boy, faux show. Let's not forget there was accusations of him being a fun boy too. So I'm pretty sure that's
that's what I said. That's what I said. That's like the little whatever on the nipples. I'm pretty sure it's parts when he getting pegged. You know what I'm saying? He getting done. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's only scratching the surface. I just think it's gonna be very embarrassing for Diddy. I don't know if it constitutes
as it should be. As it should be.
You know what I'm saying?
So you can move a certain type of way.
Yeah, I think this is like what do you call that? One of them buck breaking situations where it's like, oh, you want to keep challenging us? We finna show you. Even if you don't get life, when you walk around outside, people gonna know how foul you is. You feel me? All that tough guy, like, oh, hold on, Diddy, calm down. That's over with. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me take you shopping. That's over with. And I think that's what they wanted. Don't ever go against us. Are we going to show you?
No, I think if it's like that, he's going to do some time. If it's on that type of time, he's going to do some time. Just public embarrassment for a billionaire. No, I don't know if that's going to be enough to get somebody.
Everybody else be doing like
If I'm saying so, what is there to be embarrassed about if everybody else doing it?
No, I'm saying the people that went down for the long runs, the Bill Cosby's, the Quay Lloyd's,
Bill Cosby's out of jail.
Yeah, but he got some time, right?
He sat down for like maybe almost a year.
Wasn't it like 3 years?
No, I don't think it was 3 years.
Okay, well, the Bill Cosby, R. Kelly up the river, but he was really doing it to underage girls, so that was what it was. Harvey Weinstein, whatever happened with that?
Harvey Weinstein, they railroaded him.
He out of here?
No, he in jail. He got railroaded.
That's what I'm saying.
Now he definitely was, leveraging, dangling careers over people. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them women, when they got asked about, giving him fellatio, they missed out on one key part. You feel me? He barely even got a penis. Years ago, he caught gangrene of the penis, and he don't have testicles at all. Mm. You feel me? They're like they're dinner in his thigh or some shit. So
that's
a lot of them cases against him, they threw that shit out. So yeah, he dinner got railroaded. I ain't gonna say all the way. Like I said, he was, like, hey, you wanna go here, go, gotta be faster, you gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, he definitely that probably made him a sick man. Like, this is what you gonna do to me, God? Yo, I'm taking it out on everybody. You know what I'm saying? He probably got sick.
Definitely.
He for sure got sick.
I would have got some mechanical shit made. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, because if the John gone, it's like, what else am I doing in life? Mm-hmm. It's my life duty just to be sick now. It's like, cause what am I gonna do? I should go.
Even the Lil John, I'm gonna have to be banked up.
Yeah, you gonna go get some money.
But no Lil John, no Eastside Boys either. Like, my Lil John gone and my Eastside Boys is inside my thigh. Please, you feel me? Like,
yeah, that would turn somebody to a serial killer. If you gotta survive, like if that goes, you need to take me with it. Like, just take me out. Don't shoot me in my shit and then don't leave me alive. Like, take me out, shoot me too.
I'm gonna throw a little fun fact out there. What's my boy name? Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, he a sick man, and
tell Pulp Fiction. Yes.
Yeah, and remember that movie Machete?
Kill Bill?
No, Machete.
I didn't see that one.
He had the two movies in one, and he had the girl on the front with the one leg, and she had the gun on the other leg.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was a scene where they was like fighting them people that look like zombies, and Quentin, and I think Quentin Tarantino played that part, if I'm not mistaken, like a general, or no, it was a general or something in the movie, but he pulled down his pants and an infection that was turning him into like flesh eating zombies came to that, and this whole little thing fell off. I think that was like a kick at
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. But it's a stretch, I'm just saying,
because Ellen be on that too, because Ellen every time. Different like thing, but when Ellen was hollering at everybody, it was like an award show. She hollered at like Weinstein, I think Diddy, and everybody who kind of got caught up in these scandals. Mm-hmm. And she hollered at each one of them and said some little slick stuff. Or order a pizza. She's like, let's order a pizza. You got something on the pizza, and everybody ordered a pizza. And remember, Diddy said something about the pizza boxes when he first went to jail. There's something in that Hollywood code about something about pizza boxes that is key word for some type of.
It's something overall. I just watched. Bruh going through. I think Hillary Clinton's emails when she's talking to somebody else about Obama ordering $65,000 of pizza and dogs to the White House. You feel me? So it's something. That pizza box is something. I don't know what it is.
I want to say pieces is kids. A lot of kids go missing in America every year and that they never find. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who knows what they own in them higher up rooms? I don't want to talk about it too much because they might come and find us. But yeah, that pizza box, it's something to that little lingo right there. Definitely something to it.
So what you think finna happen? I don't even want to jump too far ahead. What you think the next day gonna be? You think it's gonna be hoggish and doggish?
It's just gonna get sicker and sicker. It's gonna sicker and sicker. I mean, we know it's gonna be. It's gonna just be very explicit details about these freak offs that get crazier and crazier and crazier. Because if that's day one, you gotta have your attention grabber, but it's still got. There's a lot more to. There's a lot more.
I'll give it this much. Day one don't look so bad for Diddy. Yeah, domestic violence. I put my hands on her. That's that's out of pocket.
I mean, charge him with that. Yeah.
Definitely. But what else y'all got? I kind of see why he rushing it, because a lot of people that showed up to the courtroom, this is what I got from my sources. A lot of people that showed up to the courtroom, the inside journalists, where no phones or anything like that or pictures are allowed, they've been getting kind of bored. Because it just so far, it just seemed like a domestic violence case. And like, why is this even federal? Like, what you know, this was the government got against P. Diddy, like so far, you know, like it's early on, but I'm just saying, like, you know, where the bread and butter at, baby? Where the bread and butter? With all this sex trafficking and drug trafficking, let's get to that. You know, did we know Diddy beat her up? You feel me? The only truth I think Cassie told is she didn't want to do a freak off on her period. That's probably the only thing I believe so far. You know, as far as the other, you know, the urination, you know, she said, I participated because I didn't want him to do it with anybody else. Well, you motherfucking participated. You feel me? You didn't want him to go do it with nobody else.
I gotta say, I've been saying this since the jump. I don't see what the big deal is. You know what I'm saying? If you're disgusted by what he's doing,
but I thought he was like,
I said it from the jump.
I thought he was ordering prostitutes and just like banging them viciously, even after like the session was over and paid for.
It's Diddy been partying in our face for years and years and years.
Yeah, but he ain't been doing no. And that's how you would hear about it was a Diddy party.
I mean, but I'm pretty sure in these rooms, like if you go to a regular mansion party or function or club, they got the boom boom room in the back. And if you're allowed access in the boom boom room, probably a lot of cocaine, probably a lot of ecstasy, and some naked bitches doing something strange for a little piece of change. You feel me? But in these Hollywood parties where there's a lot of bisexual activities and this, that, and the third, you're gonna run into some wild ass shit. And you're gonna be like, okay, is it out of your taste? Yeah, but is it illegal? I don't think so.
Yes, drugs are illegal. What are you talking about?
I mean, drugs.
Yes. Ordering prostitutes are illegal. What are you talking about, young man? Yes, it's illegal. That's why it's called a boom boom room. Okay, it's not for everybody's eyes.
Okay, but is it a life sentence? And they're gonna bust in there and be like, huh, if 5
no, he's not gonna. Let's just put it out there. He's not gonna get no life sentence.
If 5 get in that room with the drugs, prostitutions, and hookers, they gonna arrest everybody. They gonna slap him with a possession, her with a loitering, and you know, engaging in prostitution. Him with soliciting prostitution. You know what I'm saying? He might have had a gun on him, so he gonna get the gun case. But it's just a whole bunch of little shit. It's not like this big drawn out ass racketeering RICO. It's just he got money, so they trying to make it. And somebody said a very interesting point. I have never heard the feds charge one person with a RICO act. RICO is usually this gang of 20 people, 10, 5, 8, whatever, and then they get the RICO because they charge one man with the RICO. Damn, I can't work on this.
He's out cousin, man.
Goddamn. It's just wild, man. It's rulers. And you know what? We don't want Diddy ending up where this next man's ending up. You got anything else to say about young Diddy?
Yeah.
What else, man, before I go on? We know he ain't getting life though. I think that's life.
I don't think he's getting life.
Yeah.
I kind of see why he kind of, you know, after he asked for the 2 months to push back and they denied him, I think that's kind of like working in his favor. It's like come with it.
Who asked for 2 months?
Diddy did at a point in time, you know, to start the case 2 months from now. The judge is like, nah. But it's like come with it. It's all y'all got so far. We're gonna see some more stuff. I just want to say it's looking kind of good for Diddy right now. It's looking kind of good. Like I said, it's just a one-man freako. Shout out to Boosie. And yeah, man.
Yeah, man, because
Cassie, I think, was definitely a willing participant. Like I said, the only thing I actually believe is that she didn't want to participate while she was on her period.
10 years, bro. You don't be with somebody 10 years getting forced and stuff, but it's entertaining at first. You get a little tired. I think when a lot of females get mad, and this is just from what I see in my experience, when there's a younger little somebody that's keep constantly popping up in the picture, like, Diddy, who is little, you know, whoever the next little kid on the block is. And I think once that started popping up, somebody, you know, when the Remy, what's the one, the City Girls, you know, when the new one started popping up, I think that's when Cassie was like, we all know women only get mad when they get replaced. I'm not gonna say only, like if you're getting sexually abused and all that, you know, speak out, but when it's 10, 15 years later, it's like, oh, somebody replaced me. I got something for you. And this is just what men experience in their own life. This is what I've seen friends go through, everything all good, happy, and glittery until they feel like they're getting left or it's another woman. Now she's trying to bust your windows. She wasn't tripping off none of that when everything was all good. So I just feel like this is one of them cases, and she got a little bit more leverage because he's a little bit more freaky. And he was whooping on her. the whooping on her part, you can't really get past that when you beat on these.
Yeah. Even if she was hitting back on him, still he still out of pocket.
Yeah, and when you get caught in 4K,
hey man, that's what them drugs do, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
4 days worth.
For sure. But I can tell you who needs some pain medicine right now, man.
Who, man? Take us to the bridge.
My brother Tory Lanez. This is young Tory getting airlifted. This is actually him landing at Kern Medical Facility. Probably in Kern County, who knows? But the boy Tory Lanez stabbed 14 times. No, both of his lungs collapsed. He was hit in the face, back, chest, arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? Ended up getting airlifted off the yard and taken to the hospital where he's now in stable condition. He's now breathing on his own and deeply thankful to God that he's still alive and still here. Definitely unfortunate, man. We all know the story, man. It came from Meg Thee Stallion. That case, shooting, boom, he ended up in jail, Tallahatchie, and in that custody on that yard. Word is, according to the LA sources, Spider Loc, Flacco, Whack 100, he got poked up on the yard by the La Raza, the Mexican car. There's more of a story to that, but what are your thoughts just initially on hearing Tory Lanez getting poked up in prison?
What's unfortunate about it? I don't think nothing is unfortunate. You in prison, you got a car to abide by, you got rules to abide by, you got common law, common prison law that rules you don't break or even try to bend. So I don't, until we find out all the way what happened, all this Tory was running the PC yard.
Give it to him, man.
And all that.
Him, man.
Nah, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
All that Tory Lanez running the PC yard and all that. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. And if he was, and he was doing too much, somebody didn't like it. Him getting stabbed up. Tory, this all could have been avoided if you wouldn't try to be the gangster R&B singer. You feel me? And got on the stand at your own trial and said what you really been wanting to say, or said what you've been hinting at this whole time. It wasn't you. Your DNA wasn't found on the gun, or the testing was inconclusive. Just say, hey man, I broke up a fight, and between her and blah blah blah, and the gun went off, and I grabbed it afterwards to get it out of her hand, or I went to go grab for the gun, and out of what's her name's hand, and it went off. Nope, you want to be thug love number one, and go against The Rock. You feel me? And The Rock damn near gave you a lawyer. You feel me? And you got railroaded. So now you up in here dropping albums and all like that. Yeah, man. Unfortunate, I guess, if Tory's one of your favorite artists, or just I guess what, black man to black man, or just human to human. But hey man, all you guys that did some time, y'all know how it is up in there. You feel me? Not saying shit don't just pop off, but you walk that line. You feel me? And it's straight. You down there be all right. How you feel about it?
I feel like it was unfortunate because it seemed like he in there over some BS. It is you probably half and half yard, SNY yard or whatever. I did hear he was holding it down. So let's talk about the positive first. He has started a foundation for wrongly accused men, and he's getting a lot of these brothers that are in there back in front of judges for cases that, might not have that inconclusive evidence. The same type of stuff he's dealing with might be issues. So he's getting them, he's paying to get these brothers and putting together teams to get these brothers back in front of judges to help them get released.
I'm glad you said that. And that's a form of extortion right there. You're gonna do this for us, or we're gonna do this. So go ahead.
Form of extortion on whose side?
Tory Lanez, the famous dude that's in the pen. They gonna take it out of you some way. No, Diddy.
Okay.
You feel me?
Oh, they extorting him.
Yeah, I mean they gonna take it out of you some way. So before they full blown extort me, hey man, I got this going on.
I mean, you gotta. Hey man, if you the money man and you in jail, you better put it to work. are they gonna work you? So
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like
that man is 5'1". He better do something.
So that's what I'm saying. A 5'1" running the yard.
Okay, so let's talk. But money talk, bullshit walk. We know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So bam, it was documented. Christmas time, everybody in. You probably his building, his pod, money full to the brink. Everybody got to eat. For commissary got filled up for Christmas time, right? Made it rain in there on Christmas. Your brothers who probably ain't ate nothing in years because ain't nobody sent them nothing. He made sure everybody ate during Christmas. Could be taken as another form of extortion. Could be taken as, okay, I'm in here. These are my brothers for the time being. I'm going to take care of them, right? Now, on the flip side, word on the YouTube streets, I ain't going to confirm none of this because I don't know. I'm not talking to nobody in there. But Tory was actually running the joint. Got all the dope in there, allegedly. Got all the phones in there, allegedly. Partaking in gambling. If anybody looked at Tory Lanez side-eyed wrong way, any up and down, they done. Finito. They getting wrapped up. He even said in his song, he look at me wrong, I'm sitting in Cash Apps. He stacked up, man. He's sitting in that Cash App. They out of there. They done. Is it believable for $1 million man to get somebody done for $30 in the bag of hot chips? Very believable. I think after a while, I think he ain't got to say nothing. They just know if somebody say anything to Tory, you done. And I believe that. It's believable. I ain't going to say I believe it.
So how do you explain they getting up on them and doing what they did?
All right. So this is an S&Y yard. All right. The politics ain't as strong, but he still should have those people. I mean, it's all the same nowadays. We can make this all old school. But the boy should have been protecting him. I don't know if he taking care of the yard. Me, if I'm taking care of the yard, S&Y, main line, this line, sideline, by the time I wake up in the morning, by the time the doors pop, there should be 2 niggas in front of my cell with the key suit protecting me for whatever I'm doing until I automatically wake up. When I walk out the door, I should be escorted, handed the key suit, or the key shoe should be in front of me. It definitely was a riot a couple days before that.
They ain't got nothing to do with that shit, though.
It don't. So there's racial tension, right? The Migos probably.
And that's more reason for them to have oos on me. So that's why I can't believe he running this and running that. When you running this and running that, and you make it so somebody able to put down spreads all night, get their little hooch, and got a phone to talk to their girl. Before you even
got a body on you.
Before you ain't got to come out for breakfast. I'm gonna bring that to you. I'm just saying. So for somebody to get up on him and do that to him 14 times and nobody else get stabbed, I don't think he was running anything. He probably was running his mouth.
So they said, it was a dude who wasn't on nothing, non-threat. You know what I'm saying? If he in the pod in the building where it's held down and it's kind of cool, right? It didn't happen on the yard. It happened in the building, right? So let's say he coming in and out every day. Everybody in here, cool. All of a sudden, on this particular day, for some reason,
it don't happen like that.
Mister,
it don't happen like that.
You know what I'm saying, Mister? We've been cool this whole time, but you not black, but we've been in the same pod.
That'll crash a whole car.
Huh?
It don't just the dude that's turned down, then all of a sudden he just do something with no type of
they said it's going up when they get up.
They said it's going back, but I'm saying the dude that's not on nothing. And it's a whole different race involved. Yeah. He not just all of a sudden be on that type of time without something transpiring, without some type of motivation.
What if he got the call? If he got the kite?
The call from who?
The kite.
Yes, what I'm saying. It has to be some type of motivation behind that, bro.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if a riot just popped off, probably between Mexicans and blacks. And it's like, okay.
We don't know that.
I'm just making a hypothetical situation. If a riot just popped off between Mexicans and black, and we're not condoning racial violence. We in the Bay Area. We don't even do that no way. But if the riot just popped off, boom. All right, so the riot just popped off between the Mexican and black. If I'm the Mexican head, who's my biggest threat in this penitentiary right now? Who can actually make something happen? Who can get these knives in here? Who can get these guns in here?
They've been in there before he got there, bro. Let me just put that out.
I'm saying, but who can keep it?
Whoever running the car. Just because Tory got money don't mean he running no car, bro.
Money makes shit move.
Right, but he has no knowledge of running a car, though, at all. This is his first time going to prison, bro.
Money makes shit move,
and he's in a California prison, bro.
Sure, CDC.
Yeah. So you feel me? There's people in there that's selling dope already, that's getting cell phones. You feel me? Like, You
I'm
know,
not negating none of
his
that.
money still come on, on a J pay just like everybody else's, bro.
I mean, it's Cash App. It's different type of money.
Cash App. Other people got Cash App in that motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's a different type of money, though.
Right, but he's not running nothing in there. I'm just trying to tell you that, bro.
I'm just saying, from a Mexican perspective, like, can this brother who got $1 million, who's already got a few phones in here, got a new knives, probably up the ante a little bit because he got a little bit more money. Let's get him out the way. So when this war pop off, he can't be sitting here getting Mr. Guard. Hey, give me 10. I got 10,000. Flood this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because the regular nigga, they gonna work their little twos and fews and get it to the guard before nigga with money ain't a thing in jail terms. You know what I'm saying? He a bigger threat. He could have been taken as a bigger threat. And
why is he a bigger threat, Six?
Because he got more money.
All right, bro. It's more dope in the streets. I mean, in jail than it is on the streets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody got kinsus and swords and shit and bangers up in there.
Yeah.
And the guards and the POs.
It's been going on.
And it's bringing in cell phones and all that. So I'm saying,
been going on.
Tory coming in there is not changing nothing, bro. I think he disrespected somebody. Or he was gambling. And, gambling on the streets is dangerous. So just imagine how intensified it is in prison.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't think he was running no type of car. No, nothing like that, bro. That's just my opinion, bro. You feel me? I know we like to think of these celebs, so certain of us like these celebs, high powered, all that.
It's money, man.
The niggas in PC. First off, let's just put that out there, bro.
It's money though, man. Money make the world go around.
It do make the world go around, but
it's not about who Tory is as a human being. It's about he got that bag.
It is about who he is as a human being. Because if he a fucking R&B singer on the streets, then he gonna be a fucking R&B singer in the fucking pen. And it's like run that in, bro. Bro, numbers count up in there, bro.
Run that in.
And you, just because you got money don't mean you're gonna run shit, bro. If you're not willing to get down and go stab some shit up, then motherfuckers are going to test you. Motherfuckers are going to make weird ass and crazy demands. Help him get out. Buy him a lawyer. That's pretty much what he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
He like he said, he been spending his own money, $14,000, nothing less than on a case up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I'm trying to tell you that's a form of extortion. To keep his ass safe, bro. And then it's kind of like a soft extortion, even though 14,000 is not soft. But just hear me out, guys. I'm saying soft is because it's like before y'all extort me, I'm gonna be Mr. fucking friendly. And then when the demands keep getting higher, and higher, one day, you know what? Since y'all ain't really been putting y'all fucking foot on my neck, but y'all been at the front door, I feel like I got some room to say no. And then it was like, oh, turn the other cheek. You feel me?
That's very viable.
Shit is simple up in there, bro.
That's a very viable.
It's simple up in there. It's a lot of testosterone. It's a lot of egos in there. You feel me?
I can see that.
A yes go a long way, and a no will get you done fast.
I can see the final no.
Yeah,
getting you done.
But that's just allegedly because I don't know what happened. But I'm just saying I'm not trusting poetic fat ass Flacco on this. I'm not. You feel
that's
me?
your boy.
No, that's your boy.
No,
my
Flacco.
boy's academic. My boy's academic.
Flacco, that's academic junior.
No.
That's academic junior. The whack, the flock, the academic, them all the same card. That's the YouTube card. We gonna call them the YouTube card.
No.
But yeah, that's the word from academics. You know what I'm saying? But I mean Flacco. Excuse me. Flacco. But Flacco got boys down there.
Boys down where? Where what?
In LA.
Bro, he ain't got nothing. He
tapped in with some of them niggas.
Bro, he getting extorted.
For interviews.
Yes.
So they gonna give him some information too.
Bro, they give him information about nothing, bro. You feel me?
And then they said it's going up. They said when it come off the yard,
and that's what we're gonna see if it's really gonna go up.
Yeah, that's gonna tell you a lot if it's really gonna go up. Because you could be cool with this. First off, it's a SNY yard, so it's not the same politics. It's not like one big ass card. It's probably a group of friends that's portraying themselves as the black card or the Crip card, whatever it is, and then. You know what I'm saying? You probably got these other group of people who probably don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you looking out for them. You ain't looking out for us.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So once we see you away from them, it could be that. You could have been running this little group of partners and, they deep enough not for nobody just to jump on you off the dribble. Like, cause they know all right, we still gotta get through 6 niggas before we get to him. But that time we gonna catch you walking off to the shower by yourself, whatever. You ain't looking out for us, nigga. And you done gave these niggas all this shit. You ain't did nothing for us. And it could be some hate shit like that.
And I'm saying even if he gave niggas this and that and that and that and this and that, for him to get stuck up and nobody else to get stuck, kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning, fresh out the cell.
Plays be pushed a day before, a week before, 3 days before that should have happened.
Everybody know you. Everything
is calculated, bro.
No, who finna get stabbed except the nigga that's finna get stabbed. You know what I'm saying? So that is true. That is penitentiary rules in effect. somebody should have had a whisper or mention. And I ain't gonna lie, when I listened to the phone call, and it was like, yeah, man, because they was like, well, what happened? It's like, oh yeah, man, it was wrong, but we gonna handle that when it go up. It's like, all right, well, it do make you think like, where was your antennas at, bro?
That's just what and that's kind of why I'm on that, because it's like where oh man, you feel me like fuck a phone call.
Cause this ain't the street. This ain't like the random street. Like on the street, a nigga could be drunk, walked out the club a little bit too early, went off or spent off with the bitch.
How the fuck
got caught? Oh, and the penitentiary.
It must have had to been a cell phone that he made that call on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Niggas got it's still
because I'm like, how the fuck you make that phone call and everything on lockdown?
Global link, you know what I'm saying? You ain't hear none of that. It was just a straight phone call. But yeah, it ain't the street though. The penitentiary, it's not too much extra space to get lost. So it's like somebody should have been on your body if it was that deep, or y'all was just too comfortable. That's the only other way that other shit makes sense, if y'all was too comfortable and somebody just like putting the hit on you. You know, thinking everybody in this pod, cool, we all take care of each other, because it ain't no real fucking car in there, because it's the other side. So it's not no real like structure, I should say. It probably still is something. Don't get it twisted. Don't make shit seem like them niggas just not no men, but unless it's some, I don't know, less than foul play. Either way, it's a foul play, because ain't no way that ain't happen without no foul play. But we're gonna see what transpires, man. He's alive. That's the good news. I don't know if they send you back to the same place after you get done like that, though. I doubt that. I doubt you get hit up and then sit back to the same cell. I don't know. I know 2 people getting on you is an automatic boot. One person got on you. I don't know. It seemed like he might end up somewhere else. And it seemed like at this point, all that tough guy, or I thought I was cool, and you know I've been lasting with these niggas, I know that go out his head. Now you realize, hey, I ain't nobody in here. I can get touched. I think he might do the rest of the time in solitary confinement. If you ask me, I think that boy might not touch another yard. You feel me? He still got some money. He might feel like, I'm not finna go back in here with these niggas. These niggas just let me get stabbed. Because no matter how you make it feel, how you make it play, I don't give a fuck if y'all is my partners and y'all really did have my back. How y'all let me just get stabbed up 14 times like that? I don't trust y'all no more. I don't trust nothing. Which you shouldn't have been trusting nothing in the first place. But as a 5'1" Canadian man, so.
It should have went down when it should have popped off when he got stuck.
Yeah, somebody should have flew out with him.
I don't know how to. Somebody answer me this. Are there cars on PC yards? You know, should it have went up when Tory got stuck? If he was running the car, or he was Big John Gotti in inside the walls? No, did he? Yeah, those are questions that I have.
Shout out Flacco for the info, man. But yeah, man, definitely. Hey, get better, Tory, man. You know, welcome to prison, man. That's how I go.
Yeah, man.
Let's run along, though, young man. Let's run along. Let's take it back to the streets. The streets. This has been the craze since I don't know when. The latest and greatest, man. We got some news y'all can use. Boom. A federal lawsuit accuses Casamigos and Don Julio of spiking their tequilas with cane spirit. Top tequila brands acquired by a public company, and lo and behold, 8 to 10 years later, they're allegedly sharing cheap sugar booze and calling it 100% agave. When public companies get their hands on brands that are widely loved, they almost always rip out the good stuff and replace it with cheap stuff to maximize process. This is what fiduciary duties to sharehold means. Protected at all costs. So, our favorites. Look at this. Look what we're looking at. Casamigos. We're looking at Don Julio, Reposado Blanco, and Anejo. All been bought out by none other than, was it Diego?
What?
Diego? Who did Casamigos get bought by? Diego?
Yeah.
They got bought out by Diego. Spoiler alert, same company that got Diddy going through all this. And they selling all this stuff that been the latest craze. They're replacing it with cheap sugar booze, cane something. And this is what they've been giving to y'all for the last, who knows how long, 8 to 10 years or 5 years or whatever. But one thing I can say, this brother right here, he definitely been calling it out. You know, I noticed that I got sick of Casamigos myself. I don't even drink that no more, because it's like, first off, it's overpriced, and second off, it just don't get you. It make you a little sick, right?
Make you a little sick. It make you more sick than drunk.
Yeah, it was cool it was a hype. And I remember that first night when
I never liked Casamigos.
I think you got on a little bit late.
I did, but just like even my one of my cousins would buy it and just let his friends sip the shit. You know, he'd just buy it for them just because it was the hype. You know, just the name. It was like Casamigos, and when I finally had it, it was like trash.
Because I think it was maybe before the pandemic. Yeah, it was a few years before the pandemic when that came out. Maybe like 18, something like that, 19, maybe 17. But that first night I drank it, man, I remember I started calling niggas talking about just random shit, talking big shit all on the phone. I then forgot what the fuck was going on, and I was with a young lady, and she had to remind me about everything that happened that night before. And I was like, okay.
You know that's what that cheap liquor do, brother.
Yeah, but I think that's when it was better. I didn't get all sick, and I was actually turned up.
Yeah.
As time went on, it was like, you know, you drinking it and you just feel like you get a little drunk, but then it'd be like the next day be terrible. You know what I'm saying? The next day you waking up, you just be like,
Terramana.
You know what I'm saying? And Don Julio too. Like I get tired of reposado, man. I be thinking I got some. I'll bust it out for y'all, but I got some secret stuff that y'all don't know nothing about.
That's way better and cheaper than that shit.
No, it's fairly priced, but it's
cheaper
bottle,
than that, though, right?
Bigger bottle, yeah, maybe around the same price, a little cheaper, something like that.
A little cheaper, if
but
I'm fine,
it's great drink.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
Don't forget, a couple months back, it was these reports of fake Don Julio, and I think now now we own something. You feel me?
And Hennessy for that matter, but Don Julio for sure.
You know, if you don't see that 100% agave stamped on that bottle, then I think that's what they kind of meant by the fake Don Julio. So in the following, the plaintiffs, which include a Brooklyn sushi restaurant and a New York-based bartender who runs a popular Instagram account, claim they purchased both Casamigos and Don Julio tequilas under the assumption that both contain spirits made exclusively by Blue Weber agave. Moreover, they and countless consumers like them paid a premium for what they believe to be a high-quality tequila based on Diego's labeling terms. Had they known these products were allegedly altered with non-agave spirits, they wouldn't have bought those products or would have paid less for them. Yeah, man. That night we went to the Dirty Bird. You feel me? Now I did have a Adios Amigos. I thought, but it ain't never. I mean, I can't say it never been that bad, but. Bro,
at this big age, I don't do no mixed liquor, bro. Unless it's straight juice, like some pineapple juice in the liquor, cranberry juice in the liquor, or Red Bull in the liquor. One thing, when all that put the syrup with the I'm not doing none of that. I can't.
Oh, if I don't want to play, I'm getting the Adios Amigos out of there. If I don't want to play with it, if I'm trying to be a little cute, a little prissy with it, you feel me? Then
that's but
I the syrup is out of pocket. But I like like a cocktail mix, in my shit, bro. Alcohol straight is disgusting.
I love it, alcohol straight, brother.
Alcohol straight is disgusting, bro.
I'm just an old pirate because that's how I need it. With some pineapple juice, I'll mix it with like one juice.
That's what I'm saying.
That's cool.
That's what I'm saying. But just straight is disgusting, bro.
No, I'm not doing all that extra shit. No, when they mixing like kind of two different liquors with the.
No, I ain't talking about that. Juice, I'm just talking about just alcohol straight is just disgusting. You feel me? If I just some cranberry or something like that, yeah, I'll be cool. You feel me? But the Don Julio, I was saying it all summer. Damn, that tore my chest up. You feel me? Like, or just I don't know. It's just that cheap. It is that next day after that cheap liquor beat you down. It punch you in the face the whole time, blood. You feel me? To where you ain't want to where the sun hurt. Like,
you can't get out of bed.
You can't get out of bed.
That mixed shit that beat me down in the moment. Once I get done drinking the mixed shit, by the time the adrenaline go down, you already like you feel like you got to hurl. Like All-Star Weekend when your ass was out there doing a hucklebuck in your car, your own juices.
Wait, was that All-Star Weekend?
Yes. After spizzy, you know what I'm saying? You spent the night out. Oh, you a crazy man. We in the dance to the dirty. I'm like, y'all in there, I'm watching you niggas drink that little cheap shit at that bar. And I'm like, Y'all keep going back for that shit. I had one, and I was like, I'm done. I'm cool. I didn't even drink that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that after hours fucking puree or that syrup, that shit 10 years old.
And by the end of the night, both of you niggas like,
that shit 10 years old.
I'm slapping bro across the head, like, wake up. Come on, it's time. Like, wake your ass up.
Oh, I didn't leave.
You never left.
I never left.
You're a wild man.
I just went and slept in the car.
You're a wild man.
Fucking, what's that, Havens Court?
Yeah, Havens Court. I damn near pulled up back towards downtown.
You know, I'm glad I didn't leave because I would have went to the pokey with Bad Luck Boy. I forgot about that.
Same night,
yeah. So I still had a little conscience. I knew not to go nowhere with his bad luck ass.
I pulled up to the other way by the car wash, like, and when the sun came up.
Yeah.
And passed out though. I was still cool though. I'm like, at least let me make it to some type of civilization. But I was cool after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm cool though. I'm cool. Never again.
Diego strongly denies these allegations, asserting its tequilas meet all regulatory standards and are certified by CRT and the U.S. authorities. The CRT is the Consejo Regulador del Tequila. Yeah, man, and it be like this, bro. You know, a rapper, a name drop some drink. You feel me? Then everybody be on it. Then we'll give it a summer. It's 2 summers. 2 summers and a half. And then once they see it, once it's in high demand, it's like, hey, senor, pump that shit out. Come on, andale, pump that shit out. You feel what I'm saying? And they pumping that shit out. And then it's the same way with the message. It's the same way with the AAA replicas. Hey man, turn that shit back on. Diego went on. Mm-hmm. Hey, leave that Blue Weber shit. Leave that shit over there. Grab some of that fingernail polish and that fucking dim sum. I don't know why I said that, but grab some of that shit. Pour that shit up in there. Shake that shit up one time. And kiss the bottle.
Put it in the same bottle.
Everybody tap the bottle, say Hail Mary, and ship that shit to the town. Bro, it's the same way.
I feel like niggas are doing that in the back door. Like, I feel like it's a nigga in the town.
Bro, the middleman is the most fucked up man on the planet.
Yeah.
When he finally get his hands on it, his little fly in.
Repackaging, resealing ain't nothing but taking the other plastic off
and putting some heat to that shit.
And putting some heat and putting it back up.
I can put this on my finger right now, put some heat in the shit, and my finger will be sealed. Sealed side and delivered.
Not only is it them probably doing some shady shit, ain't no telling what happened before it make it to these Bay Area stores. It's like, ain't no nigga just in the cuts like, who got the reseller machine? It's like, hey, we gonna pour half of these. Hey. And we got hella empty bottles. We gonna cut this shit. We gonna pour half in all these bottles. We gonna make 10 out of 5. 20 out of 10 and so on and so forth, man. That shit get grimy.
I'm gonna give y'all the Whoopi Goldberg.
They was giving fake Hennessy out for a long time.
You know that shit coming from Mexico, so you feel me? The cartel even got a hold of the avocados over there. Don't nothing come out of there without them putting their stamp on it. I'm just saying. You feel me? So
I remember this happened with Hennessy, bro. The epidemic of fake Hennessy hitting the streets, and this was earlier than that. This was before niggas even started drinking, man. And Brother Sherm called us out. He like, bro, it's hella fake Hennessy out here. And I was like,
how'd you know it's fake?
Something about the bottle or something, but it's just when you drink, just when you drink it, it's just not the same shit. But I thought he was on bullshit. I'm like, you just on some like alcoholic bullshit, bro. You always want to be extra smart. And then until I ran across a bottle of fake Hennessy, and because it felt like you're not even getting drunk. You like drinking and shit, and you getting like the calorie part to where you feeling like bloated and shit, but you like, I done drunk a whole bottle of this shit and I swear I'm not drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you drinking, getting big fifths of it and everybody, you be kind of fake parking, but it just seemed like it was like some cutting that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe him until I came across it. I'm like, nigga, I've been drinking this shit for hell long and I'm still fake sober. You know what I'm saying? And not even feeling sick. You ain't feel nothing. Like they just cut that shit with some Coca-Cola and mixed it up and wait till it got flat again.
Hey, man, I think it's the reason why them Hennessy and them Don Julio bottles don't break. Just like the man that go around collecting cans and bottles, you can go recycle them motherfuckers. I'm saying it sound far stretched. You feel me? But the drink ain't just been hitting the same, baby. Now I kind of like, somebody say Don Julio, depending on which one, I'm kind of like,
bro, I even started going back to Blanco over the Reposado.
I've been noticing that. That
Reposado shit just ain't shit. It's just not. It's not nothing. I don't even want to drink that no more.
I could have had some of my worst times this year off that shit, bro. Off that cheap ass drink. Yeah. That they mixing up in there, all them fillers and shit, and cane sugars.
Some be throwing me off about that nowadays. I was like, that shit ain't shit, bro. Yeah, it don't. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like y'all gotta start venturing out, and you gotta look at some of the Latino brothers on TikTok or somewhere else, or go on YouTube and be like real tequilas. And I remember I was watching this thing. It was like 10 different real tequila. He dished Don Julio on Casamigos and everything that niggas like, and then he went into his own little spell and he started whipping out hella bottles that like this. That's why I got that. Oh, I almost said the name. I gotta pull it. I can't give y'all that.
No,
everybody who remember that Milo birthday, nigga, I had it out. Everybody who put that was like, what is this?
I swear that's the same thing. I forget. You know, it'd be so much going on. It was just brawl, and I'm like, what is it? I'm like, this shit's smooth as fuck. It wasn't Twin Towers. It wasn't Twin Towers. It was somebody, but
that shit had you right though.
And the shit had me right. The shit was smooth as fuck. I picked her up. You feel me? I'm like, man, let me hit that shit, man. You ain't no Don Julio. You know, me being a monkey. This ain't no Don Julio. Let me hit that cheap ass shit. I'm like, this shit player as fuck. She's like, yeah.
The real, cause even that Espanol shit, that shit is disgusting with
that with the skeleton
that
on the
shit
front.
The cat pitch since it came out, bro. Somebody had that way a long time ago.
Let's talk about Terramana. Terrible.
It's cheap.
Terrible. Yeah, but I'm saying though, you feel me? After hell of Don Julio, you can drink anything.
If you burnt up and turned up, then it's the night after that rolled into the morning. That's the only time I drink Terramana.
I ain't like that shit like cardboard.
Or if I'm balling on a budget to where I just feel like, hey, I'm finna just get loaded. I just need some cheap shit. Give me that shit right there.
I'm on my solo, like nasty man hype.
Exactly.
You feel me? And I'm one-on-one. I go get some pink Moscatos.
I mean, pink Moscato.
Some of that bubbly, baby.
It's different when you like on Moscato hype. Like the wine hype is a whole different hype. So it's acceptable.
I know if I got work tomorrow, I'm getting some Moscato. If I still want to get my nasty man on, I'm getting some pink Moscato. I got to drive. You feel me? Whoop. You feel me? I got my vape. You feel me?
It's acceptable. I can deal with that. That's a different type of hype. It's just the fake cheap tequila that we all fell in love with. It was originally George Clooney, but George Clooney probably put his name on it, sold it once it got some budget, and now we doing that.
George Clooney a player. I'll buy it.
Yeah, of course. That's why I got so popular. That's how it was introducing me. Like, you want George Clooney to drink? I'm like, George Clooney, let me see. Oh, he got his name on it. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But message though to the world, man. They giving us fake liquor, fake drink, all that Casamigos, all that Don Julio, let your booty hole show. That shit is over with, man. You want to get your neck wet, get it wet with something else, man.
I mean, my guy name was Diego, which y'all expecting to fucking do.
That seems a little racist. I don't know.
Black man can't be racist, man.
Okay, that's true. But hey, man, we had our time, man. So we gonna wrap it up with that, man. You know what it is. Big Six, that's Big Hop. It's bigger business.
Yeah. Diego.